Is going on, Raider Nation? It's JT coming at you with another episode of the Raider Cast, your podcast for everything silver and black. I wanted to take a break. That's why I was not recording or putting anything out after the Thursday night football game against the Rams, because it was painful. It's still painful to think about. It's still painful to see highlights from it. I made my background the take catch, and it hurts to look at, but it's such a good catch. I have to keep it as my wallpaper because it's so good. But anyway, this team has been so disappointing this season. 5-8 somehow, rattled off 3 great wins, and we thought we had something going, and that we just did a Raider loss. That's how I can explain it. A Raider loss to the Rams. Should have won that game. Offense only scored 16, which is inexcusable. The defense played pretty much lights out the whole game except for the very end. And then they just... everything went away. Execution, coaching, just everything died. Made stupid penalties. There was 2 plays that were basically game-sealing. The sack, which was negated by Jerry Tillery's stupidity. And then Amik Robertson, DPI, even though he didn't need to. And that took away a pick by Deron Harmon, which would have been a pick regardless, in my opinion. It was such a bad throw that Harmon was picking that ball regardless. But anyway, that game sucked. And as it currently stands, there's a 4% chance that we make the playoffs. There's a graphic that I saw, and it's like this. Raiders playoff scenario. Jets must lose 3 of their next 5 games, which they already lost 1 against the Bills. The Chargers must lose 2 of their next 5, which they haven't done yet. The Patriots must lose 1 of their next 5 games. The Browns must lose 1 of their next 5 games, which they've done, so that's done. And the Raiders must win out. So let's take a look at that schedule for these teams. Since the Browns are already done, I'm not even going to bother. They already lost to the Bengals this week, so that's done. But looking at the rest of them, the Jets, they have the Lions, which they could lose to. They just beat the Vikings, the Jaguars, the Seahawks, and the Dolphins. In my opinion, there's definitely 2 losses in there. I'm not sure which teams. But the Jets are 7-6 right now. And I could see them losing to the Lions, the Jaguars, the Seahawks, Dolphins. They basically need to win out to make the playoffs. They can only drop, like I said, 2 more games. And they, like I said, they already lost 1 to the Bills. Dolphins, they could lose to, like I said, Seahawks, Jags, Lions. So these could all be losses for the Jets. So that's possible. That's the number one thing is definitely possible. Chargers schedule. Titans, Colts, Rams, Broncos. They didn't play super well against the Dolphins, in my opinion. I think the Dolphins just played bad, and the Chargers just did decent. They lost to us, so there's that. I could see them losing to the Titans, although the Titans just lost to the Jaguars. I don't see the Colts winning, but you never know. The Rams, again, I'm not, probably, maybe. I mean, if Baker Mayfield can continue the way he played against us the last 4 minutes of the game, he could win against the Chargers. And the Broncos, I don't know, probably not, but again, like I said, you never know. So that one might be harder. I was hoping that they would drop the Miami game when I saw this graphic, but they didn't. So there's that. So they have to lose 2 of the next 4, which is a lot harder for them to lose the 2 of the next 4, but we'll see. I could definitely see them losing at least 1 more, but we'll see about the rest of them. And the Patriots, they only need to lose 1 or 2. Is it 2 or 1? It's 1. Sorry. It's really tiny on my screen. I can't see it. They only need to lose 1, and they have the Cardinals, us. Since we need to win out, that should be that has to happen. We have to win against the Patriots. Bengals, Dolphins, Bills. They they definitely lose 1 of those games. They might even lose tonight. So you never know. But yes, I think those scenarios could happen. The Chargers is difficult. Again, it might come down to week 18 where they face the Broncos. The Broncos might play upset. So, taking a look at the Raiders now. If they beat the Patriots, they now have an 8% chance to make the playoffs. If they beat the Steelers, they have a 12%, or they go up 12%. So no, they have 12% now. And then if they beat the Niners, they have a 40-something% chance. And if they beat the Chiefs, they have a 70-something% chance to make the playoffs. So then if we look, 55% chance to make the playoffs. So it's only like a 50-50 shot if they make the playoffs. Now, there's some key games coming up. Like I said, the key games coming up for the Chargers are the Titans-Colts. In my opinion, those are the teams that could pretty much beat them. Even the Colts look terrible. The Chargers don't have great defense, especially against the run. So that could happen. But yeah. And I decided I'm kind of tired of being negative, or realistic, I should say. I want to believe in something. I want to have something to hold on to, at least until the end, because it's tough thinking about sucking and draft and what do we do going forward. I want to make playoffs. I really do. And I hate being negative, and I hate being that guy that's just like, we're not making playoffs. Our team sucks, all that. Because I love the Raiders. I'm putting a lot of time and effort and everything and money into this team and making content and stuff like that. And it's painful to talk about sucky things like the draft and losing and going, having a losing record again, and talking about how, Derek Carr, the whole Derek Carr thing is exhausting. I'm tired of talking about him, and the arguments of defense versus offense is just so exhausting. And at this point, I'm tired of it. I want to believe in something, and I put out yesterday, I was being negative because I was tired, and I'm tired of thinking about him. I saw that playoff thing I just showed you, and I put it out there. And if you guys don't know, Maxx Crosby does follow me. He DMs me sometimes, and he probably saw my post. He didn't like it or anything, obviously, because I was being negative. I said, the one thing I don't see us doing is winning out, or I don't see this happening. And he said this to me: "Don't lose belief." Out of the blue, he said it, and I was like, "And you know what? I'm not losing belief." And I'm gonna say for you guys to not lose belief either. Last time he sent me a message, something to this extent. We went 4-0 and made the playoffs. It was after the Washington game. I sent him something. I was like, keep your head up. You did great, whatever. Or you're doing great. And he said, I'm going to make Raider Nation proud these next 4 games. I'm not going to stop trying. We're going to make it. We're going to do it. And they did it. It was ugly. It was fun. It was incredible. It was insanity. But we made the playoffs, and you know what? I got to believe. So here we are. I believe. I'm going to be on the playoff train, because why not? It's a lot more fun being on the playoff train than the draft train. And I'm saying that maybe you guys should too. Maybe you guys should join me. But yeah, that's what I got to talk about today. I didn't want to talk about the game again. That was awful. I'll be putting on more content this week, talking about Raiders, injury updates, all that stuff, all that good stuff. We'll be putting more Vipercast videos, so stay tuned for that. Talk about the XFL versus USFL jerseys later on today. And we'll be doing an East Coast pregame show this week for sure. We're going to make it happen no matter what. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I hope you guys had a better weekend after the loss is out of your mind now. Moving forward, don't lose belief. We can do it. Why not us? Why can't we do it again? So, I hope you guys have a great day. And peace out, Raider Nation.